Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Julia Johnson, and today's video is going to be all of my moving hacks. We have moved a lot in the last few years, and I feel like I pretty much have it down to an exact science. So these are all going to be moving hacks that I have used continuously, that I know that work really well to help keep the stress down and keep things just kind of moving as quickly and easily as possible. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Before we get started, I would love for you guys to hit that subscribe button. It would help my channel out so much. It's totally free for you, but that way you will be informed of when I post new videos and we can kind of grow as a community. So thank you guys for doing that. Also give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. If you want to know more hacks, I'm sure I can put together another list, so leave it down in the comments below. Also, if you have any hacks, leave it down below too, because as much as I would like to say we're not going to be moving for a while, you just never know. But anyway, also, I will be doing a giveaway on this video. I'm sure you saw that in the title. So let's get going into the hacks, and then at the end of this video, I will let you know what that is. But I will say right now, you must be subscribed to participate in this giveaway. It is for my subscribers, so be sure that you hit that button and then watch to the end, and I will let you know how you can enter to win the giveaway. Hack number one, and that is how I pack my clothes. I do not put my clothes in a box. I used to do this. It is the worst. I hate folding laundry, and this is just basically that, because you're just having to put away all of your clothes again. So what I do now is I will have a big group of clothes, and I put a garbage bag over that. I actually poke a hole in the bottom, just rip it open, and then I put it over the hangers, and then I tape all the way around, and so that way the hanger and the bag and everything is secure. So if we get thrown in the back of the van or whatever, they're not going anywhere. They're still ready to just be hung up. And then at the bottom, you just cinch up the little ties, and there you go. And then once you move in, all you do is just hang the clothes up, cut the tape off, and pull the bags, and you're done. It took like maybe 5 minutes to actually unpack all 3 of our closets. My husband's and the kids all were done within probably 5 minutes, because all we had to do was take off the bags, and it was amazing, and you're not searching for everything. And other than that, the clothes stay in the drawers. If they are in drawers and furniture that you're taking, don't take them out. Use a dolly to get in the truck. Boom, brilliant. The next hack I have is to take your pictures and wall hangings down last. I think when the first few times I moved, I took them down kind of in the beginning, like the month before, trying to get ready, and it's totally fine to do that. However, they are in the way, and if you are any kind of sentimental to your home or anything like that, like I kind of made the process kind of sad. While the next move could be so exciting, that sort of thing is just kind of not fun to wake up and just see none of your stuff there. So what I have learned is taking pictures down takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So what I did the last 2 moves, and I'm so glad I did, is I took the pictures down at the very, very end, day up. They're not in the way, you're not tripping over them, you're not trying to make sure they're in a safe spot so that they don't get trampled. You're most likely not gonna want to put your pretty pictures in the garage, and so you're gonna keep them in the house, and then they're just gonna be in the way. So you're not trying to do that, and also you still have the homey feel until the very last minute. And like I said, it's super easy. I took those down, grabbed some nails, 5-10 minutes while the guys were starting to load the furniture, and then straight to the new house. Next hack I have is to make sure that you pack a suitcase for each family member. Now, I didn't pack a full suitcase for myself. I packed one for me and my husband and one for my daughter and my son, just because you want to make sure that you have the essentials right where you need them. I put those suitcases in our car. This last one, we were even just moving down the street, but still, I'm so glad that I did that, because we knew exactly where our toothbrushes were, exactly where our pajamas were, all the essentials that you need on a day-to-day basis. Basically, I pretend like I am packing for a weekend trip. I have a couple of outfits, a couple of pajamas, a clean towel, just anything to make sure that when we move in, because generally it takes all day, and then you're just kind of at the end of the night, you don't want to look through 20 different boxes trying to find your things. And as much as you label them, sometimes it's just hard to tell which box is which when you're so tired and you're just wanting to be done. So just having a suitcase you're gonna be unpacking the stuff anyway, so you might as well just put it in a suitcase so you know where everything is, and then as you are through using it, it just goes in the new spot, and there you go. My next hack is something similar, but something that I didn't do until the move after I figured out about the suitcases, and that is to also pack a box of last minute essentials. So I'm not gonna pack toilet paper and paper towels and cleaner and all of that in my suitcase. However, I did have like a tub. This last time I did that with paper towels, toilet paper, the soap dispensers or things like that that we had in the bathroom until the last minute, hand towels, anything that was last minute that wasn't packed in a box because we were using it went in this tub. And I mean like the very last day we had these things out so people could use the restroom if they needed to while they were helping us move or things like that. Very last minute things. Not talking about like a whole room full of stuff, just one little tub. I had cleaners because we were cleaning the house before we left, so just very essential things like that. And instead of trying to figure out, oh man, where's that box that had the cleaning stuff? Where is this box? How can I put them back in there? Just have one essentials box that is open, just a tub, I suggest personally. Take that to the new house, and again, it's there immediately. You know exactly where your very essential type of items, just kind of household items are. And so that again is another like stress saving thing and time saving thing. Again, you're gonna be unpacking it anyway, so you might as well know where it's at, and then it's not going to be such a stressful thing at the end of the night if you're needing to try to look for hand towels or paper towels. Another hack that I actually learned the previous move, I did it the previous move, not this last one, the one before that, and then I did not do it on this last one, and I don't know why. I thought I'd learned my lesson 3 times ago, but here we are. And that is to pack clean sheets for every single bed in your suitcase. Like I said, I did it for the previous move, and then for this move, I was like, you know what? No, it's fine. I will just unpack the box of bedding stuff. I know exactly where that is. Well, that box got put underneath some things, and I had to like go through the garage. It was not put in the actual room because nobody knew where to put that because they didn't know where the bedding closet was going to be. So it didn't get put in a room. I had to go through all the garage and try to figure out where our bed sheets were that night because I decided to take them off and put them, like do a load of laundry and put them in the correct box before we moved. So the move before this, I packed a clean pair of sheets, and our pillows were with our suitcases, and it was a lifesaver. We were ready to just get in bed, very clean new sheets after a long day of moving. I knew that the kids were on sheets that were not dirty from moving their mattresses and things like that, so highly recommend putting clean sheets in your suitcase. Next hack I have is for if you have kids, make sure that you pack their stuff last and then you unload it first. So what I mean by that is my daughter was 3 this last move, and even the move before that, she was 2. Yes, we moved the last 2 years. But we had her room set up and my son's room. Even in this last move, he was 1, but just to keep things as normal as possible, we did not move or touch any of the room at all until 2 days before the move. And then we loaded up just the closets, and then the very last day, we took pretty much everything down that morning. If you're not able to do that, if you only have a few hours, obviously do it the day before, but just doing those rooms last minute helped tremendously. My daughter did so good, and my son, they both slept really good. They had their exact surroundings that they're used to up until the day that we moved, and then they were with a grandparent that day, so that was great while we moved. And then when we got to the new house, we put all of their stuff together first. Obviously, we didn't just stop and decorate, but we got their bed set up, and so when they came in, you know, my daughter had her bed and her comforter and her Minnie Mouse that's normally on her bed. Everything that is like a comfort thing was in there. Sound machines, monitors, everything like that again was in the suitcase, so that was super easy to just put in there. So that way when they went to bed that night, it felt homey and it felt safe, and there's not so much of a disruption from moving. And we've done that the last, let's see, 4 times we moved. No, 3 times we moved. We either had a baby, a toddler, a toddler and a baby. We've had kids the last 4 times we've moved. So every single time has been a very easy transition because that is what we did. Our main goal was to keep it as normal and as similar as possible for them. So again, day before and then immediately day of. This next hack is also something that's really good for if you have kids, and that is to have them pack a little bag or suitcase of their favorite toys, favorite stuffed animals, just so that they know that those things are definitely getting to the new house. My daughter was 3 this last move, 3.5, and while we said, you know, so many times, all of your things are definitely going to the new house. Like, don't worry, all of your toys that are come here go to the new house. She still would ask us. She did pretty well, honestly, because we tried to talk about it as much as we could, but the date kept getting moved, so we would kind of start to prepare and then realize we weren't getting to move quite yet. If anybody's moved during this last year with COVID, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, so it just came up a lot. So finally we just decided, you know what, Aria, you have a little suitcase. You get to pack. If you're, you know, not sure about this, you don't want us to put this in your closet box, because again, we did that the day before and it was still a little bit of a thing. We let her put her special toys, her most special toys, in her suitcase to take with her. So she knew that they were right with her, kept nice and safe, and that we weren't gonna have to try to find it in the box, that she had it with her right away. So highly recommend that if you have a toddler that is asking about it. That really helped her. Once we did that, she was like, cool, good, all right, I've got my babies, let's go to the new house. So that really helped, so I highly recommend that as well. Okay, this next hack is probably one of the most important things that I did, trial and error, to make things just run really smooth for the moving in process. So I feel like normally you're just trying to get out of the house as quickly as possible, that sometimes it's hard to think about what it's gonna be like to move in and if it's gonna make it easier or harder the way that you're packing. So what I have learned is to put things in boxes, label them with the room that they are currently in, not a room that you think that they will go into in the new house. Even if you are 100% positive that they're gonna go in that new room because you got an extra room, because generally when we have moved, we have had different rooms, extra spaces, things like that. So don't label it where it's going to go, because there's nothing like a move to get the most brilliant minds to turn into absolute mush the week of, because it is so stressful, you're so tired, you're doing so much, and you're basically having to remember where every single thing you own or have ever owned is. The only exception we had was that we got a new playroom in this one, and so all of our toys were downstairs in the last one, and I wanted the movers to be able to move the toy boxes upstairs. So that was the only exception, but I still put on those boxes, toys, living room, take upstairs. So I still had that, because we had issues in the past where we were trying to find stuff and I couldn't remember for the life of me what box I put it in, because like I said, your brain turns to mush. I wish it didn't. I normally have a great memory, but the week that we move, it's just a different time. So make sure that you label things how they are, because you're most likely going to remember how things have been in your house for the last, you know, few years or however long you've lived there, versus how you thought in that one moment how you might rearrange it in the new house. This next hack really goes along with the last hack, and that is to put your boxes into the room that they are labeled for. So whenever you are moving into the new house, kitchen boxes go in the kitchen, dining room boxes go in the dining room. All of the boxes that have the room on them, label the front, the top, the sides, all of that, and put those boxes, have the movers, have people helping you, just say, there is a name on this box, put it in that specific room. And it's so easy because people don't have to ask you 20 times where to put things. People generally know, and most houses are going to have similar things. You may have stuff in like an extra bedroom and you can sort that out later. But this just made it really easy because I was able to see, okay, there's only 5 boxes in here. I can do 5 boxes really quick and then the kitchen's done. Or there's 3 boxes in here. I can do that really quick. I can knock that out during nap time. There's only a few boxes for this specific room, that sort of thing, versus when we just had them in the garage and we would move. We used to do that. We would put them pretty much all in the garage and we would move a box or 2 in at a time and unload those. And I think it took maybe a month and a half longer to move in than it did this last time. We moved in 3 weeks, We had my daughter's birthday party that week, so we were like, all the boxes were done, and I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old at home, so if I can do it, you can do it for sure. It probably won't take you as long as me if you're doing it that way. This next hack is to unpack one room at a time. Instead of going from random place to random place, if you can just knock out one room, one space, and get it fully done, it is just the most wonderful feeling to feel like you have moved into one spot. I know it's just, you know, do whatever you can, just move in, just do whatever. You're in this room, unpack some boxes, and I totally get that, especially with kids. I would do that here and there, but mostly if they were down for nap or went to bed, Dylan and I would work on one specific room and get that specific room done. Just have it completely done. It's a lot easier to be motivated to finish that way when you see, okay, I only have one box left for this space and I'll be done, versus, well, I've done 4 boxes, that's enough for tonight kind of thing. It's more motivating, and it just feels so much more rewarding by the end of the day whenever you look and you see, okay, our living room is fully livable, moved into, our kitchen is fully done, all I have left is our bedrooms or bathroom, whatever it may be. So that has been huge for us. I feel like it just made it so much easier. And again, this move, I moved in with a 3.5-year-old and a 1-year-old. The previous move, I did the same thing, and I moved with a 2-year-old, and I was also 4 months pregnant. So I was at that stage where I was still nauseous every single day because I have horrible morning sickness, and I was also fatigued, but I was also starting to get sore because I was starting to show. So it was the worst time ever to possibly be moving, and it still didn't feel that bad because I felt like I was getting so much done because I was just doing one space at a time. This hack goes along with the pictures, taking the pictures and decorations down the last day, and that is to save a baggie of all of the nails, screws, hardware, anything that comes off the wall to hang a decoration, a picture, a curtain, anywhere in the entire house. I put into one Ziploc bag, which sounds kind of risky because you don't want to lose the bag, but when you put it all in one bag, it's pretty chunky, and it was a lot easier to keep track of doing it that way. And then I actually put it in my essentials bin, so I was able to just have it once we moved right in. I just put it in a safe space. It was really easy to keep track of. I've done this the last 2 times. Like I said, I've had kids, we've never lost it, so that's been really helpful. And it was just a little bit easier. I've taped stuff to the back of stuff before, but sometimes things get pulled off when you move. You just kind of never know. It's a fast process. Everything happens fast that day. So you just want to be as organized as possible. And that was something that really helped me. I also normally would put like the remotes and things like that in there as well, TV remotes, because I was going to be using that hardware to put the TV back up. We had them mounted. So I mean, I wasn't going to be doing that, but we were going to use that to put the TV up. But anyway, so we had that in the bag, and it just made things really easy. And again, the bag is a lot harder to miss that way when you kind of put it all in there. So that went in the essentials bucket, and then it was easy peasy. Again, I've done this probably the last 3 times, and I have not lost it. So definitely a win. Those are all of my hacks. I hope that that is helpful to you guys. Like I said, we have moved a lot. If you are new to my channel, be sure and check out our home tour. We just did that. I've also got some moving in videos that I just posted. We're still moving in, guys. Our boxes are all put away, but we're still decorating and trying to figure out what we want to do with things. So lots more videos to come of that. All this video is to try to make things less stressful, and I hope that this was helpful to you guys. Congratulations if you are moving. Okay guys, it's time for the giveaway announcement, and that is so exciting to me. I'm going to be partnering with Super Clean again. If you guys have not seen my video where I reviewed Super Clean, they were kind enough to send me some products, and they were amazing. I'm going to put some clips of that here so you can see how it completely transformed Dylan's smoker. We couldn't get the grease off for anything, and it basically slid off. This stuff works so well. So they are going to be gifting one of my subscribers a can of the aerosol Super Clean and a can of the original spray Super Clean. That is what I have, and it is awesome. It works so well. It works on grills, tires, concrete. That was the one that I was most excited about. But it gets grease out. It's like an all-purpose, so it gets grease out of everything. It's amazing. So all you have to do to enter this giveaway is you must be subscribed. So hit that subscribe button. You have to be a subscriber to be entered into this drawing. The next thing that you have to do, Super Clean has asked that it will be sent to a US address, so you must have a United States address. It's just a matter of shipping, so I'm sorry if that does not include you. Also, you must comment on this video. It doesn't have to be about the video or about the giveaway. It can be your favorite hack. It can be something about the video. Every single nice comment I see, I will put a name in the drawing. So be sure and hit that subscribe button, comment down below. Don't leave your name and address. I will get in touch with you afterwards, so don't leave that info out for everybody to see. But other than that, just make sure that you subscribe so you can see in the next video. I will be drawing a name in the next video, so you will find out soon. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful, and good luck on the giveaway. But I will see you guys later in my next video. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy packing. Bye!
You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better.